a beer.
Oh, wow. Hi guys, how's it going? Welcome back to this week's Homebrew Weekly. My name's Craig. Cheers. Look at that. Beautiful stuff. But you know, the holiday season is upon us, and so I'm about to get double-fisted. Now, a lot of people talk about a Christmas drink being something like rum and eggnog, which is absolutely delicious. I love it. And, you know, there's lots of other favorites that people enjoy over the holidays, including Christmas beers that they've made with spices and things in them to make them Christmassy. I have one up in the fridge, actually, that came all the way from Norway that I'm going to be reviewing in very short order. But in the meantime, I want to talk to you about my favorite Christmas drink. And it's kind of a Canadian thing. It's called a Caesar. And I want to talk about this because there's a lot of misconceptions. People ask me, how do you make it? What's in it? You know, whatever. Okay, there's a million ways of making Caesars. You go to a bar, they'll put all kinds of crap in it. And so, you know, you can look this up and research it yourself. But if you just want to try this drink, I urge you to do it. If you like tomato-like products like V8 juice or spaghetti sauce or tomato, you know, stuff, you're going to absolutely love this drink. And even if you don't like tomato juice, you still might love it. The main ingredient, and I want to talk about this real quick, is this stuff. Now, I don't get paid. I'm not being paid by Mott's or anything like that. But this is, you got to get this. It's Mott's Clamato juice. There are knockoffs, and you can use them. But really, this is the real deal if you really want to try it. Now, if you can't get this stuff, you might have to learn how to make it. But I hope you can get it. Now, one of the misconceptions about Clamato juice, there's actually clam juice in here. That's why it's called Clamato juice. And people are like, oh, no, I can't drink that. It's got clam juice in it. What the hell's clam juice? You know, I don't eat fish. I don't like clams. I don't like... It doesn't taste like clams. Trust me, okay? It really doesn't. The difference, you know, the difference between this and regular tomato juice is the same as the difference between spaghetti sauce and regular tomato sauce, okay? This just has the spices in it and the flavors, the savory flavors in it that make this drink work. So don't be afraid of the clam part. Get over that, okay? So that's that. Some things you're also gonna need are vodka, okay? Keep mine in the freezer. You need a little shot glass, of course. You need a glass, a decent sized glass, about that big. We've got some Worcestershire sauce and some sort of hot sauce, kind of like, you know, Tabasco kind of sauce or whatever. Then what we're gonna do is do what's called a rimmer. This is something you don't have to do, but I'm gonna do it because it's what people do and it's sort of the authentic way of doing it. So you take your glass and you dip it in some, well, first you get your rimmer. Let's talk about the rimmer. You can buy Clamato rimmer. It's expensive. I mean, it's full of MSG and stuff. So it's up to you. That's what they offer. I'm not going to use that. Plain old celery salt. Cheaper and just as good. You can try both and see which one you like, which one you prefer. So I'm going to take this. I've only got a little bit left. I may end up actually using that one. Let's see if we can just dump this onto a plate. Yep, we're going to have to use a little bit of the other thing too, so we'll just go for that. Let's see what kind of holes we got in here. So we'll spread that around on there. It's a bit of a waste if you ask me, and most people who do this a lot don't bother with this part, but I'm just showing you, all right? Take your glass. You got a little dish full of some water here. You just dip the glass in the water, right? And then you roll it around in the rimmer. There you go. That's how they give it to you in the pub when you order it. There's a lot there, but it adds. It adds, okay? So we'll just boot that out of the way so we don't spill it. Now we need some ice. This is a really simple drink. I can't even believe I'm doing a video on it, but because it's Canadian, it's not well known in other parts of the world. So give this a try, or go to a bar and try it. You know, order a Caesar. See if you like it. Just regular old vodka, doesn't have to be expensive or anything, whatever you've got. An ounce or two. My shot glass, I don't trust the measurements on there. I make up my own measurements. There you go. Next, we've got some Worcestershire sauce. Worcestershire sauce. A lot of controversy on how that's pronounced, but nonetheless, a good few squirts of that. I love it. It makes it taste like a steak. When you buy the Mott's Clamato juice, there's different flavors that you can get. I use what's called the Works. If you can, I'll do a little close-up. It's called the Works. Okay? So there's a lot more that you can put into this drink. Lemon juice, lime juice, other spices and things. But if you buy this, you kind of don't have to do that because it kind of has it all in it. Okay? So again, this is one way of making the drink. I like it spicy. So I put a few drops of the, whoops, oh dear, a little too much there. Darn. Right? So that goes in. And the last thing, of course, is our Clamato juice. Right? So we'll get that in there. Try not to disturb the decorative rim around there. Ooh. Okay. And now you need something to stir it with. Well, what are you going to use to stir it? Well, there we go. A little garnish. So I am officially double-fisted this year. Again, this Christmas. Thank you guys for being here. A similar drink would be a Bloody Mary. In the United States, they just use regular tomato juice. And it's a similar thing. But in Canada, we like it a little bit more elaborate than that. And that's why we use the Clamato juice. It tastes better. Trust me. Give it a whirl. Cheers. Spilt it all over me. Can't take me anywhere. Oh my goodness gracious me. If you've never had one of these, and if you've never spilt it all over yourself, you really do have to try it. Don't knock it till you try it. Don't let the Clamato thing scare you, okay? I want you to cam up. I want you to film yourself making one and trying it. And I want you to post a link in the comments down below. And we can all watch your version of your first time having a Caesar, okay? The other thing I'd love you guys to do is tell me what your favorite Christmas drink is and how do you make it? Comments down below. Love to see it. Love to try some of these. I've had a dark and stormy. Somebody showed me, it was a friend of mine, showed me how to make a dark and stormy. I have a video on that. I will post a link in the comments description down below to that video of a dark and stormy. Anyway, what else is going on? Well, I haven't really done much more than I normally do these days. Kind of the time of year when I have other things on my mind. But I am continuing my yeast experiment. And the yeast that I've been using over and over again is now on its sixth round. I've started doing a little bit more labeling now because it's getting to the point where I'm losing count. So I've got a little sticker on it that says 6th brew. It's its 6th go around. 6th brew day instead of birthday, I guess. So it's fermenting away over there. Back there, I've got 2 of them going. One's a 5th generation, one's a 6th generation. And the beers, this is a 5th generation here. I think it's still from last week, yeah. And it's delicious. I'm not going to drink it right now because I'm sort of working on this thing here. But yeah, the yeast experiment's going great. The yeast is still, everything's still the same. It's clean. after number 6. We'll see. I've got that one fermenting over there. Let's see what next week how that one tastes. Something tells me it's going to be fine. Okay. So somebody actually texted, or not, they left a message for me in my comments that said they've been using the same yeast for a year. Now, how many brews they've done in a year, I don't know. But apparently you can keep using this stuff. So go out and buy yourself an expensive package of yeast. Now, I'm contradicting myself here. I said, I don't want to spend $12 on anything. If you know how to reuse your yeast, by all means, go and spend that money on a great yeast. And then just keep on keeping it on. Just keep on reusing it. I've said this before. I'm repeating myself. So, because I don't have much else to talk about, really. So, anyways, about the Caesar, okay, you don't need the rimmer, but if you really want to try it the way it's done in the bar, then you can do that. Enjoy your rum and eggnogs and things like that, but if you've never tried a Caesar, I'm catching a buzz. This beer that I showed you earlier is just another pre-hopped beer, and I'm going to finish this video with just a little story for you, okay? And I'll switch that out for a while. My son, who's 18, who wasn't really a big fan of beer, really. And just this year he started, getting into a little bit. He's old enough to drink, in the house, and so I let him have a few beers once in a while. But he prefers the he has usually preferred the rum and Coke or something like that, or whatever. Beer is kind of an acquired taste anyway for a lot of people. It's not like drinking, a chocolate milkshake where it's just good. I mean, it doesn't matter. It's just good. It requires a little bit of, you got to know what you're getting yourself into. And if I go out and buy a regular, store-bought, commercial beer, like a case, he won't touch it. He will not touch that. He says, Dad, I don't know how you can drink it. I don't know what this is. It's awful. And I've even spent extra money and bought like decent store-bought beer. And he's like, no, I don't like it. I have to go out and spend a lot of money on excellent quality craft beer before he will actually drink it and go, I like this. This is something that I could drink on a regular basis. Well, guys, without a word of a lie, and I swear to you, if you want me to bring him on, and he can tell you himself, he will drink my homebrew in a heartbeat. So, like, my taste buds are probably screwed. I've had spicy food all through my life and drank all kinds of things. He's 18 years old. He's got, it's like your hearing, he's got those taste buds. He will drink readily, without a hesitation, he will drink my homebrew. Even if it's from a pre-hopped, simple kit, which I have brewed up and, done some things to and made, bumped up a little bit and made into something decent. So, like, that says a lot about just simple brewing. I'm not trying to go down that road again. Oh, here he goes again. He's going to apologize for making simple beers and stuff. Like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm just doing this for anybody who's new to home brewing. You can really get really great results out of a simple method of brewing. And from there, of course, you can move on. And that's all I'm going to say about that, because people are getting tired of it. Okay? But it's for him to say, like, I literally, the other day, I brought home 12 tall boys of just crappy beer, like just regular whatever, right? And he said, Dad, do we have any beer? I said, well, I just got the store-bought stuff. And he's turned around and walked away. He won't touch it. But if I say, yep, there's homebrew in there, oh, he'll bring a glass down and he's in there like a dirty shirt. So there is something to be said about simple beer brewing. Now, I have 2 beers up in the fridge. Actually, I had 4 of them, but I drank 2 that were sent to me from Norway. All grain homebrew beers, and the ingredients are amazing. And I will be doing a Craig's homebrew review video on those 2 beers that are left, because I already drank the first 2. And there is something to be said definitely about moving onward from this simple beer brewing hobby. Okay, absolutely. You believe me, watch that video. It's coming up soon. Actually, within the next few days, I'll try to get it out. But there is something to be said about getting more deep into the hobby and learning how to make better beer. It's always about making better beer. This is good keg filler stuff. You know, the keg's getting empty, throw together a Cooper's, get it in there, put some stuff, add some hops to it. I got hoppy beers going on back there. I dry hopped one of them, and I boiled 2 ounces of hops for the other. I got 2 batches going. So we got some real hoppy stuff coming up for the next few weeks to see what we've got. For how those taste. Just some old hops I had lying around. I'll talk about those in future videos. Great keg fillers, right? You know, they're pretty clear, you know, nice beer. If you like this, you're really going to like what you can do if you get deeper into the hobby. I do have an all grain video, which I did, which I'll post a link down below to as well. And I have creaky floors in this house as well, as you can tell. So anyway, that's it for me, guys. Happy holidays. Be safe. Drink safe. Don't drink and drive. Make yourself a Caesar. Get this thing going on. And there's a body over there that's waiting for me to answer a question, so I do have to go. Thanks, guys. Cheers, 17. Everything, all the links you need are down below. Thanks a lot for watching. We'll see you real soon. See you Friday night. Cheers.